All right, hey, Carl, go ahead, step up. All right. Then what we have here is probably an more conventional target than what you're probably used to seeing as far as the standard silhouette and everything. With this here, we actually designed it so that you actually have a vital area, which is right in the center chest. And then down these little two cups down here, they act as hands, but then they actually play as part of the pelvis. Okay. And those will play in different drills later on. And then we actually have a little gun that's painted on there, just so you have the idea or the visualization of actually seeing a gun or a firearm, or more of a weapon in this case. The little T-box that you see in the top of the head, that is going to represent the actual kill spot for the actual headshot, meaning that if you actually hit within that box, it'll actually penetrate through the soft portion of the actual face between the eyes and the nose, and then come back out from the other side, right at the bottom of the stem of the brain, which is the nubula oblongata. Okay, that is your actual nervous system and a control system for your whole body. You actually hit that, you will drop like a bag of shit.
That's good. That was good control.
Yeah, except for the last part where I was like, oh, I can't even control it. All right, now from here, we're going to start so close because if you start so far back, you see all your shots start spreading out, and then it's just going to discourage you. All right, so you just start close just to keep it basic and simple, and then when you start seeing your grouping, you're like, you know what, this is pretty good. I can pretty much do this. So then we'll start moving back a little bit later on. Okay.
Got it.
All right, but first off, since you're rocking the Glock, my steps are going to be a little bit different because I actually have mechanical safeties on mine.
Okay.
But it's all of your basic draw is all the same. Okay. So basically, if you seem to have an overgarment on, pretty much all you're going to do is come out, you're going to access. All right, exposing the firearm to your hand. All right, taking that support hand, placing it behind your chest. All right, your firing hand is going to go ahead and grip the gun. Then you're going to pull. Okay, this is called 1. You're going to come up to 2.
That one's going to be a little tight. Yeah, you might have to step your blood a little bit more.
Is you working Kydex or is you working the?
It's Kydex.
All right. So basically, we're gonna. All right, we'll just pause that part. All right, now since you don't have any overgarment on, I'll just go ahead and demonstrate that. But I want to go through a counting motion. Okay, there's only a 5 count, which should be very simple and easy to remember because we're actually calling on. We're going to be calling the commands online, and we call it 1, and that's what position that you should be at. Okay, so basically, we're gonna say shooters ready. 1, kind of access. 1 is grip it. 2, remember your support hand is going to stay up here on your chest.
Okay.
Go to 2, you come up, and then you're going to block it. Okay. From here, you're going to pull as high as you can. You're going to point it down at the target, but then you're going to do is you're going to can it out. Okay. Because what's going to happen is if you don't, if you're going to fire, this thing's going to come back and start hitting you right in the chest.
Okay.
Okay. That's the last thing that you need. You're going to sit there, oh, it hurts a little bit, but then I'm going to go, Steve told you should have remembered. All right. So from here at 2, you're going to keep it high, point it at down range at the target, and you're going to can it out. Okay, you're going to come to 3. You're going to take that support hand because it's high on your chest. Now, as your muzzle is in front of you, now you're going to come up to 3. And this is where you're going to marry it up. Okay. 4, you're going to push out, catch the front sight, and then you're going to push out, line it up to the rear sight notch. And then 5 is when you're going to actually take the shot into that little spot that's high in the chest.
Okay.
Okay. Pretty simple. Yeah, it sounds simple.
I was like, I'll get it on the 3rd time.
All right. So basically, just gonna go through numbers. We're just gonna walk us right now, okay? All right. Let's go. Go ahead, face on range. Ready? Okay. Go to 1, grip. 2, pull up and rock out. 3, marry up. 4, push out. And 5, you actually take the shot.
Okay, that was too soon.
That's fine.
So 3 was here?
That was good.
Yeah, it was fun. That was actually pretty good.
Okay.
Just need to listen a little bit more. That's all right. All right. Go ahead. Rehold. So as you come out, you're gonna take your shot. I know, you know what? We're about to feed you so much information. It's gonna be like you're gonna open your mouth and I'm gonna stick a fire hose in it. Okay, that's how. This is how it's gonna turn out for you. So you're gonna come out, take your shots. You're only gonna do 2. All right. It's called standard defensive response. The reason we do that is so that you can actually control your actual firing. Because when you start getting stressed out and the actual threat is going to be into a part where it's going to scare the shit out of you, that you're just going to want to dump as many rounds into it until the threat is stopped. All right, but this is just to help control that actual process. Okay. So that you'll probably end up getting 2, maybe 4, but then actually just doing these continuous drills, it'll help be able to control those actual triggers. So basically you're going to come out, fire 2, you want to scan, look left, look right, bring it back into you, okay, because this is your workspace. You keep it out, your arms can get tired, but then again here, I can still work the gun if I need to. Okay. And if you're out here, you're still working with a dexterity that is going to be much more harder to work with. So you bring it in. After you look left, look right, and then you're just going to take your look back behind you, okay? But from doing this, You don't want to actually just take it and then spin around and then flag everybody else around you. All right, even though there's no straight line in a gunfight,
Right.
it's just we're on the range, you gotta be safe and everything else.
Right.
So basically what we're gonna have you do is blade your hand out, and then your hand's gonna come out and stop it as you come back to take a look.
Okay.
All right, pause, take a look, see if there's still anything behind you. Because you've been staring at this the whole time, so you know what's in front of you, but you have no idea what's behind you. Look back, pause, and then you come back, hold it. If this guy's gonna come back to life, then he's gonna do it right now. If not, okay. Then I'm gonna come back, I'm gonna re-access myself by pulling the shirt, all right? But then my support hand is still up here on my chest. You're gonna bring it back to the 2, you can bring it back down to 1. Okay, 2, 3, 4. Look left, look right.
It's like I can't remember where my
Okay, bring the gun to your chest, blade your hand. Nope, you had it right. There you go. Right here. Come out, hold out.
There you go. Yep.
And then go back. Okay. Bring back forward. Then 2, and then 1. Okay. Because naturally, when you actually do it, you're gonna come out, you're gonna look left, look right, and then I'm gonna bring it back in.
Okay.
All right, my hand starts to kind of blade it, but then I'm still naturally just trying to look around because I don't care what's around me or behind me. I'm still just gonna come out and look,
Okay.
hold it, and then come back in, pause for about 2 seconds, and then access back down.
Okay.
Get into a shoot, that gun will never touch that holster again.
Okay.
I'll tell you that much because you're gonna stand there, you got a couple bodies in front of you, that gun stays out until the cops show up. When the cops show up, next thing you know, this is what you're gonna be doing. All right, gun down, and that gun will never see that holster again. So don't get used to the holster as much,
Okay.
except carrying it.
Okay. Makes sense.
I know,
Makes sense.
that's where we're life.